Welcome students. In today's video, we will go with the mode of reproduction, and this topic has been taken from the reproduction chapter of class 10. The reproduction can be of two types: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. The basic difference between asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction is that in asexual reproduction there is no involvement of gametes, while in sexual reproduction there is the involvement of gametes. Gamete means ova and sperm, or pollen grain or ova. Fine. So in asexual reproduction there will be no involvement of egg or ova or pollen grains or sperm. There will be no involvement. While discussing through the process, we will never talk about the contribution of ova or egg or sperm in this type of process. But while studying about sexual reproduction, we will always involve egg, ova or sperm. Fine. So first of all, we will go with the asexual reproduction, then later on with sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is of following types. The first is fission. The term fission means breaking up. Second is spore formation. We will go with the spore formation and I will discuss that what are spores. Third is fragmentation. Fourth is regeneration. Fifth is budding. And sixth is vegetative propagation. So we will go one by one with every topic. First of all, we are seeing that fission. The term fission means breaking up. So fission can be of two types: binary or multiple. If the organism breaks into two to reproduce an organism, then it is called binary fission. For example, in bacteria, amoeba, binary fission can further be divided into two types, that is in any plane or in fixed plane. For example, for the time being, take the example of bacteria or amoeba. And bacteria or amoeba, while reproducing, can be divided into two by cutting it in any two planes. They can divide themselves into two by drawing a line from any radius, or you can say by any diameter. They can divide themselves. But in the case of Leishmania donomani, which causes Kala-Azar, the organism can only be divided longitudinally. It cannot be divided vertically, because the body will not be divided into perfect two half. So in the case of Leishmania, it can be divided only into fixed plane. So first of all, I have divided fission into binary fission and multiple fission, and secondly I have divided binary into which can be divided into two by any plane, and which can be divided into two by fixed plane. Now we will go with the multiple fission. The multiple fission is shown by malaria causing organisms, that is plasmodium. When a plasmodium divides itself, it doesn't divide itself into two or three. It divides itself into many small bodies. That's why they are known as multiple fission. Now next we have spore formation. The spore formation is seen in rhizopus. What happens that if you will keep a bread in if you will keep a moist bread on a table, like see, I have kept this is a bread and this is kept on a table. This bread is moist. What will happen that after you can say 18 or 20 hours, there will be a longitudinal growth of a black type of substance. There will be a longitudinal growth. Then this longitudinal growth will form a web type structure. It is a blackish grayish type of structure. Then there will be a vertical growth on it. These are known as mycelium, and vertical structures are known as hyphae. Fine. After a few hours, what will happen that there will be a there will be a duplication of cytoplasm, production of cytoplasm and extra nucleus in these hyphae and mycelium, which will be stored on the top of these hyphae, and they will be stored here. Later on, what will happen, that they will burst and these spores will come out and fall on the bread or ground for the favorable environment, and when they will get the favorable environment, they will grow again. This is the example of Rhizopus. Fine. Now what are spores? So spores are the generative or germinative bodies which wait for the favorable condition and they give rise to a new plant or the organism when favorable condition comes. So in this video we will go through only binary fission, multiple fission and spore formation. Next video we will go with the fragmentation, regeneration, budding and vegetative propagation. Thank you.